All right. Well, thank you and welcome all of you for being here. I do appreciate you. It's a daily meeting, but instead of having the meeting, since we've got a class right after this, it is my job to talk to you about finances and maximize your time as to keep my word. I've sent into chat one of my favorite websites to use. I do not get paid for that website. It's not the best website. It just helps me out with doing grace math without grace being in my presence. That's it right there. So you can save that if you want to. It's up to you. You're grown, but we will be using it today. We will be using this today. I've laid down about 2 or 3 days of foundation. I've taught you about how when you spend money, which class it puts you in. I've, I've taught you a lot, and it's all been very specific, nothing general. Universal would be a fantastic word, but nothing general. But now I need to localize that into your businesses and Rakeza. So let's do some of that localizing. Who would like to volunteer their business? I'll use your business to bless everyone else. Who among you would like to volunteer your business? Doesn't matter. All right, let me ask it this way. Who would like someone to do the work for you in your business? All right, Grace, your hand up. So you got to just got to rechange the word spell, and then it makes sense. Volunteer seems too scary. All right, go ahead, Grace. You come on. Law, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You want to law can go. You want to do law?
I'll do you both.
Okay.
I'll do you both since you two are opportunistic. There you go, Grace. Do me a favor, Deanna. Put in chat what I say. Grace, how much money do you want to make per per day?
Oh wow. Have not thought about that.
It's the same question to you, Law.
My goodness. Oh wow. A
I
thousand
make it
bucks.
a
$1,000.
thousand dollars a day.
Yeah.
All right, so there's 365 days in the year, so you basically just said $365,000.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't thought about it. Okay.
No. That was a good. Listen, everyone, listen to me. When it comes now, if I say Grace, watch this here. Grace, how much money do you think I want you to make for me a day?
Not 1,000.
All right. Did you already answer the question? You already answered the question. I want to show you something. I didn't intend to do this, but I just want to show you something. That question forced you to tell me about your belief level for your business, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know she's gonna clobber that with ATS, right? She clobber that ATS because it's built, it's done, and it's paying her bills, so she has lots of confidence in it. Her business right now is still a little brain baby, and you're right in her thing. Good, $1,000 a day. That's what we're gonna do. Is that cool with your belief? Is it
Yes.
does it shake you a little bit? All right, we're gonna make that your profit.
Okay.
It make you feel better.
Yes.
So what's 365 times two?
Uh, what is that? 720?
Seven hundred twenty
No,
thousand dollars.
730.
Seven
730.
hundred $30,000
Mm-hmm.
is what you want to make a year. So you
Okay.
need to have $2,000 a day.
Okay.
All right. Please write that down for me, Deanna. She needs $2,000 a day, which comes out to $730,000 a year. All of you should be doing the same thing.
Repeat repeat that year amount
Two
for me.
oh $730,000 a year. $730,000 a year. Now, before we go to all that, I need to frustrate y'all a lot. Okay, is it okay that I frustrate you? I have to frustrate you. This is where's Satish? I have to give you the tornado. We need to talk about his tornado today. I have to frustrate you in order for you to win. I'm going to teach you something my last job taught me. I'm so glad. The most profitable, well, I guess this depends. I've had 3 jobs that were profitable. This in 3 different areas. Obviously, Joel Osteen, I do my best to work him in every conversation possible that has something to do with positivity. So there he goes. That's character wise. And it also gave me the confidence to start this business because that's exactly what happened. This business is what I did for Lakewood Church. If you don't know, this is what I did for Lakewood Church. And I said, well, I do that for him. I could do it for me. And then boom, right? That's what happened. Then there was the United States Army, obviously being an intelligence analyst for the United States Army. That kind of put some experience on you, Steve. You're 18-year-old with 41-year-old soldiers that you're leading into stuff. I just gotta say stuff right there. My top secret security clearance has a firewall as soon as I bring it up right there. Okay. All right. Now, the most profitable job I had was actually Little Caesars Pizza, based in Detroit. Little Caesars. Amazing how the most profitable job I ever had was a pizza place. But you got to think about it. Little Caesars invented fast food pizza. That's insane when you think about it. There's no such thing as fast food pizza. Pizza is just fast food. There's no such thing as fast food pizza. When you walk on Little Caesars, you can get a hot and ready pizza in 30 seconds or less. That's pretty impressive. They taught me something. I was responsible for paper, labor, plastic, and food. I was responsible for these 4 areas. Okay? Now that we know what I was responsible for, what does this mean? In order for me to be a good night manager and then eventually store manager, I had to control these numbers. Now, food, obviously, I had certain amount of control over it. However, food is a commodity. The most expensive parts of the food is obviously cheese, because cheese, it's a commodity. There's actually a cheese stock market. You can literally go to the website and that's right, fill on the restaurant. Literally, you can just look at it. It goes up and down. Then the beef, but most importantly, it was the waste at the end of the night. That was a killer. Killer. Go ahead, Phil.
And theft.
I know you got to say it again.
And theft.
Oh, and theft. And theft for sure.
Waste and theft. You have to watch your back door more closely than your front door in the restaurant business.
Yeah, buddy. We had a camera right over the back door too. Phil would have his restaurant, and then he'll be like, "Man, why is my food cost so high?" It's because somebody walked some food out and fed their family for 5 weeks in a row. He's just 5 weeks in a row. He's doing his monthly inventory, and now he sees it. Stuff like that. Definitely food, definitely waste, definitely theft.
When I was with the BBS, which was a fast food restaurant, we did inventory every day and compared it to the previous day with what the sales were. So if anything was out of kilter, we would reg flag it daily. We would count the cups, we would count the fries, we would count the burgers, we would count the buns, so that we knew day by day. We called it shrinkage.
Yeah, that's near impossible to walk out there with food unless the manager told you go ahead and take that home. But what that also does is it forced you to create hourly projections. I'm sure Phil had to do this because in order to control waste, but you had to also keep the food fresh, because customers don't want to walk and get food that tastes like it's been cooked for 2 hours. How many of you know what I'm talking about? That means Phil would have understood his peak hours, his drop hours. He would have also understood when he needs to have more pre-made ready stuff that he can just slap together and make fresh along the way. He would have known that 11 to 1:30 would be peak hours, and then depending on if it's daylight savings time, of course it would pop back up at 3:30 because you get ready for the 4 to 6. Well, depends on your location, because that could be 4 to 8 easily, depending on your location. And then you got to wait for the drunken high people that's going to come at 10 o'clock at night when the store is about to close and want to fill their belly with something. Go ahead, Phil.
We did $5,000 lunches
Yeah,
based on a 15-cent hamburger.
amazing, amazing, amazing. We didn't do $5,000 lunches. We did $5,000 dinners off $5 pizzas. Our rush hour was from 4:30. Well, the real rush hours was from 5 to 8:30, but as a manager, it was 3:30 to 9:30 because I had to control this labor. So I had to work 2 people all day until 3:30, and that's when I started bringing in 1 person, which I'm going to get to labor here in a second. Basically, Little Caesars wanted me to make sure that food stayed around, what was it, 38%, I believe, cost. 38%. This was for the whole day. 38%. That just seems high. That's not right. That's not right at all. I remember my number now. It's not high. That's not 38% because it was daily. Get over here. There we go. It was 19 to 21% is what they wanted me to have my food at. And it feels much better. I felt like I was going to get fired when I said 38%. Now, plastic is just what you think. It's your thermal paper. I'm sorry, that's actually paper. Plastic would be your plastic knives, stuff like that. Just stuff. Yes, go ahead, Deanna.
So for plastic, is that something that a business such as the Marie Group would have to incorporate in the budget as well? And if so, what is considered plastic?
You're going to have to incorporate food in your budget as well, which I'm going to get to that. A good question. Let me finish, and I got you. So essentially, plastic is the stuff that you got to go to Walmart and go pick up real quick if you run out because you didn't budget enough. That could be. It's just little stuff that just know that I ran out. It's little stuff. In this case, we would count thermal paper as plastic. Okay, thermal paper. The receipt paper. We wouldn't count it as paper. That was plastic. Well, the receipt paper, ink. You understand what I'm saying? Ink, receipt paper, ink, all that stuff.
So and like office supplies.
Okay, office supplies sounds fantastic. That makes sense. So we wanted plastic to be somewhere at 5%, somewhere like that. Now, labor. I don't even have to think about labor. That was drilled into my head. No reason for me to think about labor. I dreamed about labor percentages. I had to control it so much. 18 to 21% to get you a bonus. Anything higher than that, you was losing money. Anything lower than that, you were sacrificing customer service. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. He's like, well, I'll do a 15% labor. That also means that people were waiting at the front counter too long. You gotta be careful. It's a two-edged sword. It's a two-edged sword. You have to spend money on labor. Man, I'm telling you, I learned more about business at Little Caesars than any school class I've ever taken. This little pizza place has taught me more about business than any other place. Any other place. 18 to 21%. Paper is what you think it is, but you just don't think about it. That's the pizza boxes, because Grace doesn't want to walk out with a 480-degree pizza in her hands. That's not suitable for her manicure. You understand? It's just, or nor does she want to put that in the back seat of her car. The kids already got juice and well, not Grace, but you understand. They already got chocolate milk everywhere. She don't want melted pizza everywhere, Steve, on the seats. So obviously, cardboard boxes is paper. Napkins is, because believe me, how many ever went to McDonald's and you asked for a napkin and they gave you 2 napkins?
What am I gonna do with that?
2 napkins, all right? They gave you 2 napkins because that's all in the cost. Now you say, Antonio, what about the
With
dips
5
everyone likes?
kids.
With
2
5
napkins
kids.
and 5 kids.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I forgot about the 5 kids part. Definitely. Or
Devil.
yeah. Or you order 15 nuggets and you ask for a sauce and they give you 1. As if that's gonna work, right? But that sauce goes into food. That sauce goes into the food cost. All right. And whatever manager they got working that day then looked at them numbers and said, wait a minute now. Okay, that's what's going on. So paper had to be, again, somewhere like 5% as well. Now, while all of this is confusing, it's actually fun, and you should probably adjust your business like so. Now, law says, well, what's food in my business? Whatever your business can't run without, that is food. You understand? Let me stop my mic. My camera, my screen just for a second. You can't run up on KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and go there and they say, we don't have no more chicken. It's bad for the brand. Do you understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, Jerry.
I went to Wendy's in April, right after this pandemic thing started, and they had no beef. And I was just shocked. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it.
I'm shocked. I wasn't even sure they was using real beef. So I'm super shocked twice. Right? I'm shocked they ran out and shocked they didn't just go in the back and get the fake stuff. Right?
Horse meat.
Probably is. Who knows? But yeah, it just doesn't make any sense, right? All of you, I want you to think about your business and think about what's the food of your business. And if I ran in your business and start stealing from your business, what would that be? The food could be your intellectual property. So then how much does it cost for you to produce a video? You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is going to be a tad bit easier for y'all because as long as y'all have known me, I keep telling you, get your customers for free, right? So I force you to lower your costs with some things. And the pandemic has jumped you on Zoom instead of your 4K cameras with your camera crews walking around. You understand? Now, and Gary Vee has taught you that you don't really have to spend $1 million on one video. Right, you can just make 1 million videos, something like that, right? You got some advantages here, but I want you to think about food. Grace, in your case, guess what food is? Tell us about your business, Grace.
Well, the name is now Teaching Without Borders, and what we do was going to teach advanced K through 12 for parents, not for parents, but for their children who parents want to, like Antonio, who want to get math out of the way.
And how do I eat this? Do I come to your house?
Oh, no.
While you in the shower and I say, hey, it's time for me to learn.
No.
Can you draw off real quick? No.
Videos will be made.
Okay, videos. Yeah. Okay, videos will be made. This makes sense. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now the videos so there's a cost for videos then.
Hmm.
But then do I come to your house and pick up my videos?
No, 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 no. There will be a link sent to
There's a
you.
link.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Do I come to your house and pick up my link?
No, 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 no. It will be sent to you via email.
Okay. Email.
So
Email.
there will be an email database for that.
Do you plan on having a large email database?
Yeah. So most likely there will be a funnel. Yes.
All right. So a large email database that's going to be email marketing. That's going to come with a large monthly fee.
Yes. Okay.
You see it?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Is it making sense?
Yes.
Funnel. That's going to come with a fee.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you storing this stuff? Are you storing it in the bathtub for security?
Oh,
You
no.
just told me I can't run up in your house, so clearly your bathtub is secure.
Right.
Is that where you store your videos?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
It's gonna be some kind of external hard drive and all that.
So whoever is no external hard drives is not secured. If one of them break, then you lose your whole company.
Oh, okay, that's
You got to
correct.
put it on a cloud somewhere.
Yes, cloud. Yes.
That comes with a fee too.
Yes, it does.
All right. So remember when Grace said she want to make $2,000 a day? That ain't got nothing to do with that $283 a month she got to pay to store that stuff. Y'all see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
All right.
Antonio,
Yes, ma'am.
just while it's in my head for Grace, there's so many high-risk kids right now. Asthma, a lot of kids have asthma. They aren't going to be able to go to school, a lot of them. The air conditioning people that I was talking with, she's working from home, and both her and her son have asthma, and she's concerned for him and about school and all those things. And Florida just now did an emergency order that all schools will be open in the fall. This is Trump territory.
God bless you.
But
I
was
gonna
thinking
be right
of
behind
that.
you then.
I was talking with her, and she was kind, I was kind, compassionate. We got into conversations. Didn't know. I thought she was just the one, making sure the person got here on time and listened to all my requests for coronavirus protocol. But she's actually the sales manager, and because of my kindness, and we got talking, and then I told her what we did, and she wants us now to do some sales training for her team. So you see how what we talked about last night and yesterday about just you still have to have that personal touch with people, and conversations create clients. So, but while it was on my mind, Grace, there's so many kids with asthma that in those sales funnels and things, make sure to include that.
Thank you so much, Ms. Susan. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, definitely include that. Definitely. Work it out. You work it out. So, Grace, is it safe to assume that recording the videos and storing the videos is pretty much your main overhead?
Yes.
That's your food. Let's go back to my screen.
Okay.
All right, is it making sense to everybody now?
Yes.
Her food. Yes, ma'am, Deanna.
Are we still under number one on how much do I want to make per day?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I
Just
ain't.
wanted to make sure I ain't missed
You
nothing.
good? You good? I ain't went nowhere. Ain't no sense in me going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying?
All right.
Because well, let me write this down first.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Grace, your food is storage and data. Now this is going to change for all of you. It's something else. But whatever you cannot do business without, what's she gonna store the videos? Unless she's gonna say, hey, I just did a video. Can all my customers, can you come hold these real quick? Can't do that. Right? And she's not trying to, be towel wet, because I want to take my classes right after I jog. So here she is doing her morning excavation of her bowels, and I show up knocking on her door. Can you help me wipe off, because I've got to get to work and I need a class? No. You understand what I'm saying? As vivid as I made that sound, you still would be making money while sitting upon the porcelain throne. Do you understand? All right. So this is still a reality, and you don't want me running up on your house talking about, hey, can you hear? In the Army, we say pinch it off. Pinch it off, Private. Jerome knows. He knows. Am I lying, Jerome? Pinch it off, Private. That's what he say. I mean, wherever you at, squeeze. Let's go. God, the Army. All right, anyway. Point is, she can't live without video. She can't live without distribution. You understand? That's because once you make me the videos and once you store them, you still got to send them to me. That's why I said, do I come to your house and pick up my link? No. So all three of these areas, data, storage, and distribution, okay, you got to pay for. This is food for you. In your business model, this is food. Is this fair?
Fair. Mm-hmm.
All right. Your business model, this is food. What I
Antonio?
said, store. Yes, ma'am.
So in the business model part of it, those are major things that are food, but what about if she has to print stuff? So would that be considered printer, internet, video, Zooms, links, funnels, iCloud,
Absolutely.
pencils,
Absolutely.
pens, highlighters?
Okay, so things that are tangible like pencil, pens, highlighters, she could put that in plastic. So pencils, pens, highlighters, whiteboards, right? Whiteboards, markers, erasers, right? All that stuff, Grace, which can also be called supplies. All of that,
Yes.
all of this will be plastic for you.
Okay.
Okay, all that'll be plastic. But Carol said internet.
Mm-hmm.
That's sounding real paper to me. You get it?
Okay.
Internet. What else? What else like internet can you think of, Carol?
I know she was saying Zoom.
Your phone for one.
Okay, internet, Zoom. That's good. We can even put, well, you could probably put cameras in plastic, right? You know, because that's all supplies. But internet, Zoom, and
What about the printers and funnels and iClouds and all? Is that all part of the same, or is it different categories?
Printers can go under supplies, but the funnels can go under paper,
Okay.
okay, and etc. And basically what I'm saying is all digital supplies can go under one, so maybe we can call that plastic if you want. And all physical supplies, tangible supplies, can go under the other. Either way, okay, that looks like I confused you, Grace.
So digital supplies is paper, and then all the tangible supplies is
No,
plastic.
here's your digital supplies. Internet, like, have you ever touched the internet before?
No, that's what I'm saying. You were saying the digital supplies is paper, and then the physical supplies is plastic.
Right, but that doesn't make sense. Let's switch that. So we're gonna make the digital supplies. I mean, plastic. All right, more futuristic. Now, of course, this is arbitrary, Carol. So if you wanted to put it somewhere, right, then it's all good. If you want to, you can. If you want to name these, once you get here, you name them. Internet, name it. That's all good to you. Digital supplies, physical supplies, you can name these. But right now, we're gonna stick with paper, label, plastic, food because that's what Little Caesars did, and this is how I understand it. Okay, go ahead, Deanna.
So for companies like Carol's, Phil and Susan, where would travel go? Would that go under food, or would that go under paper? Or
yes. Do you want company to cover travel?
Yes.
And will you be traveling a lot?
Definitely.
All right then. So what you're going to do there is you're going to put your travel in the Internet of Things, but then you're going to have to raise your percentage.
Okay.
So if you know travel is going to be expensive, then you're going to have to raise this from 5% to 10 to 12%. Okay. But there is a catch to all of this. This tells you You can only accept so many traveled engagements a month. That's the whole point of this.
Ah.
You understand? That means if you accept more, then you got to be like Susan, and you got to say, well, can you pay for Phil's travel?
Gotcha.
Well, that's standard.
There you go. That's standard.
We say
Okay.
when you quote a fee, you go plus travel and living.
Got it?
Now, there are some speakers that like to bundle that in and say, this is just the one fee and don't worry about the trial, cover it. But that's an exercise I think you need to do later on once you get some handle on what the number's going to be. So it's very easy, and it's standard in the industry that here's my fee plus travel and living. And I tell them, I say, and I spend your money like I spend mine, so don't worry that I'm going to be traveling first class and bill you. Another thing you might want to do eventually, and I may be getting ahead of you, break it down to fixed costs and variable costs. For instance, in the restaurant, your fixed cost is your rent, your electricity, your insurance. Variable cost is payroll, food costs, things that vary, things that you can have some control over. Fixed costs are things you don't have any control over. You got to pay that every month, no matter what kind of volume.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wishing that fixed cost is coming up here in a second, but you walked me perfectly with great transition to the variable cost. That's why labor is here. Grace.
Yes, sir.
You have a micro business. If for those who don't know what a micro business is a business that you can have with 1 or 2 employees or none.
Mm-hmm.
Grace gets lucky here. Almost. You still have to pay for labor.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So you've accounted for it here in funnels.
Okay.
You accounted for it here in funnels. What I would do is I would stick with an 18 to 21% labor, or you could break the number down to 8 to 10%. I would just stick to 18, 21%.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And if nothing ever happened, I know that money go back to the bank. You understand what I'm saying? If I ever need it, I know I got it because I budgeted for it. And 99.99% of the time, that's just gonna go to the bank as extra money. But what I would not do, you understand, is not plan to have to say, man, I need to hire somebody real quick that's going to.
Yeah, because that chocolate guy that lives in Brooklyn,
Right. Right. So you may need teacher, right? You're going to need a little teacher. You may need someone to take your Instagram page from 500 likes to 50,000 likes, right? You know what I'm saying? Anything like that, I would just budget for it anyway. That doesn't mean you need to use it, but I personally like to have it and I need it like a gun in Texas. Do you understand? All right. All right. Now, excuse our Texas talk. And of course, this, and in your case, this would be teachers. We call them consultants. This could be for anybody that, and then social media experts. Okay. You got it. It could be, it doesn't have to be, but you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Hold on real quick, Deanna. These are 4 main areas. Okay. That fixed cost is going to punch you in the face in a second, but you'll be okay. Go ahead, Deanna.
So let's say you have a coach, and you pay that coach monthly. Would that be something you would put into labor?
That's absolutely labor.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that's what I needed to know.
There's no way. That's and their labor needs to be budgeted. And these, ready for this? This is daily. Phil said every day they counted the fries. Who counts fries? The people not trying to get robbed from. You understand? And then it also lets you control Mr. Heavy Hand that wants to super heavy hand the fries.
Yeah, that would have been me.
I mean, listen, you like, oh man, it just look better like this. Look better like this, sir. Over 1,000 customers ends up costing me $100 extra a day. times 30, Grace, what's 100 times 30 days, please?
3,000.
Mr. Heavy Hand, you costing me your presence cost me $3,000 the way you heaving those fries into the cup. This is a big deal because we have, yeah, you ever had the Italian cheesy bread? That's 10 ounces of dough, period. Everything in Little Caesars is made from scratch. The 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 pizza, it's 19 ounces of dough. So we would make sure that each batch of dough can get about 300 large pizzas out of it. Do you understand? And then we would do a batch of dough and get everything for all the Italian breads too. Just one of those, maybe half a batch. And we would know which days to make more dough. Because Tuesday pizza sales don't mean nothing. Oh, but that Friday. Right? And Friday and Saturday. And you got to be careful because Halloween is the busiest pizza day of all time. I don't understand why. I can just tell you it is facts. Okay? All hands are on deck come Halloween from start to finish. It never slows down. And I was at Little Caesars. We was doing $25,000 a week. No. Yeah. $25,000 weeks, $30,000 weeks off $5 pizza. You know how many pieces that is? That's a lot. Grace, do your calculator real quick. Do your calculator. Our backs would be hurting.
Would Super Bowl be the second busiest day?
Oh my God.
Halloween's the first.
Super Bowl would be the second busiest day. And you know what was so busy, Phil, that we never anticipated, well, I never anticipated? Getting out of school, all them teachers would throw pizza parties for their students. So come May and June, we be busy for too much. I just want to know. Go ahead.
Y'all had it in May. We gave it to y'all in May.
All the school
Yeah.
districts, yeah, and we was in a good spot too. We was in a good spot. Give me 25,000 divided by 5, please. I just want to know how, because my back used to be killing me. That's 5,000 pieces, and this was an average week. That's 5,000 pizzas, average week. That's a lot for pizza. For pizza, right? For pizza. Now, so all of you should understand. This is how many. This is actually pretty advanced NBA stuff going on right now. Okay, I got this. Yes, ma'am.
And so if you have that and you had to make that many and you made that much, how much was the company actually getting?
All right. So the fixed cost came in because the manager I worked for, his name was Chris, very good guy. He's actually from Corby, England, Steve. Where's Steve? How long ago? All right, this is why I know so much about English culture, because my store manager was English with a strong English well, I'm not sure if it's a strong English accent to you, because I'm American, because I know my accent is strong to you. You know what? Let me just poke fun at Americans just for a second, because I can't help myself. Why do we think we don't have an accent as if we're the baseline for all the world to speak?
Because we don't have an accent. That's why.
That makes no sense.
When I came from New York to Florida, even now, they say, "Oh, you're from New York, aren't you?" And I would die laughing because I didn't know that I had an accent either.
Oh, child, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially you New Yorkers. Yeah, y'all. Oh, yeah. Strong accent. Strong. It's from Jersey and New York, that's for sure. Yeah, I just want to poke fun at that, as if the whole world is supposed to sound American, and if you don't sound American, you have an accent. Too funny. Too funny. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I be having my woke moments sometimes. I just want to poke fun of that. Now, Carol, my guy, he's from Corby, England, a little small rural town. And you know what Corby is, Steve?
Somewhere near Nottingham, roughly.
Yep. Yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah, he's talked about it so much that I got this dream of buying a house in Corby. All right, yeah, this dream of buying a house in Corby. Good stuff. And he said when he was telling me how we didn't have no air conditions, we would just when the windows would fog up, we just open it up. And he would tell me about the English summers. I'd be like, man, I need to go there because it's hot as hell right now because we sit in Texas. Anyway, these two things killed us. Now, of course, he's remained profitable. These two things killed us: rent and loan. Let me explain. Oh well, rent, loan, and utilities, but the utilities wasn't a problem. Let me explain. He was one of the best managers in Houston, and from that managing, the Caesars told him, "Man, you really need to start your own store." So he did. Now he was one of the best managers in Houston at one of the busiest stores. That store did $25,000 hours. We did $25,000 days. That store did $25,000 hours. It's off Blackhawk and Beamer for you Houstonians. To give you all an idea, Houston has a tollway that you pay the toll, and the first free exit is Beamer. And it's sitting right where on the south side of Houston, where if you want to avoid traffic, hit the tollway real quick. So essentially 40% of Houston is saying, I'll be smart and avoid traffic. And they go be smart and avoid traffic. And the first free exit is where that little Caesar's at. And then people go, you know what? Let me pick up some food real quick on the way home. So by the time I get home, exactly. And it benefited from location, location, location. And they did $25,000 hours and something like $250,000 weeks or something. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. And we would complain our $25,000 a day store. Day store. And they do a $25,000 hours. That store was actually so busy, you went there to train. And he was the manager of that store. Then he became the district manager and regional manager. They said, you should open up, you're so good. So he did. So he got a bunch of liquid money, and then he had to go secure a loan, right, for a bunch of stuff. So he had the loan payment. So now you got to add this loan payment in. How many of you understand the thought process of starting a business and needing to get a loan? Anybody over 30 should know something about this process. Definitely, okay? That was there. Then he's in the shopping plaza, right? And since he was British, he got it for free. No, of course not. Doesn't matter if he was British. A woman that charged Jesus. So ain't no sense in thinking they won't charge you, right? Buddha, Muhammad, they all could have been there. Thank you, Your Holiness. Run me my money, please. Thank you. You would pay me every month. Mother Teresa, oh, you're doing a great work. But if you don't have me our money in the next 30 days, we'll have to evict you, okay? The rent, all these are fixed costs. Now, forget the percentages, because the percentages don't matter, as Phil alluded to. This is run me my money, okay? RMMM. No matter what you do up here, you got to pay this, even if you got to go in your own pocket. Now, let's do some very easy math here. Grace, oh, go ahead, Phil.
Well, Antonio, when I started Humor Consultants, I was thinking I needed a loan. So I went to the best business people I knew to ask them about it. And they said, you don't need a loan, you need customers. I said, what do you mean? Go sell your gigs.
That's
Let
good.
your customers finance your business. Go to work, sell what you got, and if you can't sell it, you didn't need a loan anyway. So that's why I started the business thinking I needed a loan. But when all the smart businessmen told me you didn't need a loan, just go out and go to work and let your sales finance your business. If you can't do that, you shouldn't have a business in the first place. And that's where I started getting creative with barter. So that's when I started to say, okay, I need printing. Let's go to a print shop. I need copiers. I bartered for a copier. I bartered for office furniture. I bartered for, so I let my customers finance my business. Health clubs. Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, we were a member of the most expensive health club in Columbus, Ohio, do barter. We had cars. Remember, Jerry, we had cars from that dealership in Springfield, and we're driving to the dealership and we heard on the radio about a fire. It was the dealership. Our client, the dealership burnt down as we were driving to do a seminar in Springfield, Ohio.
That was a crazy morning. I think we still did something. Didn't we still do a presentation to the people that were standing there?
Yeah, I told them, I said, they need motivation now more than ever. I said, they wanted to cancel. I said, why cancel now? You need to get these people proactive now more than ever. Now's your opportunity.
The place was burned to the ground.
Here's Phil talking about, thank God for fires. Let's go.
Well, Jerry and I had a car under our butt. We didn't want them to take the car away, so we had to figure something out. We figured they canceled the seminars, then we got to give them back the cars. They didn't have any cars.
I was driving a brand new New Yorker.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
White with blue leather. Oh, it was nice.
Oh yeah. All right. That's Jerry. Pull up. Are you the wife? Are you? No. Okay. Let's keep going. All right. That's a nice car.
Phil had the convertible. Phil drove the convertible.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And you think Jerry's cute now?
You're gonna make me blush.
Jerry was the guy with the suit jacket on with no shirt and the ponytail.
Of course, I only had eyes for Phil.
In the convertible, making sure nobody else had the eyes. I know that's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. Oh yeah. I was on my job. Good stuff. Grace, do me a favor. Put these numbers in your calculator real quick. And I'm going to pick back. I'm immediately in the next thingamabobby. I'm going to pick right up here. Grace, we want to go with 21% plus 5% plus 21% plus 5%. I'm going to show you why. Now you can share your screen this time now. 21 plus 5 plus 21 plus 5. There you go. I think that's what I said. So 2 21s and two 5s. Let them see it. She does that so well. This means, ladies and gentlemen, that before you ever get to go to the bank, you 52 cents short. Did you? Can I get an amen somewhere? All right. But remember, I said the fixed price is going to slap you in the face. And your rent and that loan is fixed. That ain't got nothing to do with this. Do you understand? And that rent and that loan is going to be something about another 40%. Grace, just go ahead and put 40 in there. Let's put plus 0.4. And this is what your business looks like. For every dollar that comes in, you get 8 cents. But wait, there's more. Because if you smart, you do what we did at Little Caesars. At the end of the night, every single night, Steve, we added up net and gross. It's how we double checked and triple checked the numbers. And we only cared about the net. And the difference between net and gross, we went to the bank and put it in. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because those taxes were not ours. The reason we charge tax is because you're saying, customer, it's $9 plus tax. Therefore, the plus tax never goes into our bank account. We're sending that to the government so we never have to pay taxes. Because if you just think you got 8 cents coming and you haven't accounted for the government in your pocket, you ain't got no money. Okay. And guess what the step? Watch this here, Grace. Grace, tell them what the sales tax in Texas is. Do you know that?
8.25%.
Go ahead and add 8.25% to that. No, unmute your mic because I want them to gasp when you do it. That's so disrespectful, ain't it?
Very.
It means that for every dollar that come in my store, I ain't got nothing. Okay, go ahead. This is why 90% of businesses fail in the first year. Go ahead, Deanna. You had a question.
What was that 40%? Was that the loans?
That's the fixed cost.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, look, you don't even have to think I was being high. Hold on, I'm Grace. You ready to show that screen again? Because I want them to read that and weep. You understand what I'm saying? How many of you pay a mortgage or rent and it's less than 25% of your income? I don't know nobody like that. That's not how they designed the system. Do you understand? They got all of us paying 40 to 50% rent. And that's rent plus loan. I was being nice. This is why Steve was like, woo, get to sell this brick and mortar business. All right, funnels it is, because Steve don't have to worry about the stuff I just did no more. Do you understand? The stuff I just did is gonna
Staff
punch
are
you
a
in the
real pain
face.
as well.
Say it again.
Staff are a real pain as well.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Definitely the staff. Definitely the staff. There you have it. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I just showed you super conservatively. I didn't say anything about what do you call it when it's a heat wave? I was gonna say, what do you call it when it's a heat wave? A heat wave. Okay. I didn't say anything about a heat wave. I didn't say anything about me and Phil checking the internet and cheese prices then doubled today for no reason at all. That happens. I promise you that happens. You look, there's something that happened in the Middle East, something happened, and all of a sudden cheese prices went up, and we like, what's this got to do with oil? But it happens. It happens. I'm telling you. But it makes sense though, because oil, we get gasoline from oil. Oil prices go up. The truck has to come out and give you the cheese. It does make sense, but still, I still wanted to complain though. Don't get it twisted, because it was messing with my bonus. You understand, Jerry? It was messing with my bonus, so I wanted to complain. Because if the cheese price go up, guess what I have to do to fix it? I have to make labor go down. And I know if I make labor go down, then I got to work harder. You understand? And if I got to work harder, now I got to see I got to put my best people in the day with me, which means I got to put the weakest people at night, which also means there's your food waste going up. And it's going to take them 3 hours to close the store down, which increases my labor anyway. It's so much stuff that is connected that is insane unless you actually did it. We're going to pick up right here in the next few minutes in the sales class, because Grace, that $2,000 you was talking about ain't $2,000 no more. It's zero. Did y'all learn the lesson I just did? I sure hope y'all on the sales class. Has this been beneficial to y'all? Yes, because your business operates
Yes,
in capitalism and it works in these rules. I would probably be like Steve and Jerry and start sales photos as fast as possible. But you get rid of some of this stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's been today's partial lesson because I'm about to jump right back on it and bless you as much as possible. Jerome, don't you wish they taught you this a long time ago? They sure did us wrong. They did us wrong. Antonio, how do you know this? Because I was broke. Brokety broke. And I was trying not to be broke. There's no other reason. I don't do it for no other reason. If I had any sense of a shot, I wouldn't know any of this stuff. But when you super broke, Shaker, and you have to eat, you have to make money just to eat, because ain't nobody taking care of you, you tend to learn rules that nobody else know. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can play better. You can dominate. All right, everybody, we'll see you in a few minutes on the sales call. Y'all have a good one.
This podcast is brought to you by ESET, the global leaders in cybersecurity. ESET business solutions range from endpoint and mobile security to encryption, two-factor authentication, and advanced threat detection. And they've just introduced their new endpoint security management platform called ESET Protect. The ESET Protect business security bundles take security to a whole new level. For small businesses and MSPs, I recommend ESET Protect Advanced to cover all your security bases. ESET Protect Advanced includes endpoint protection, cloud sandboxing for advanced threat detection and prevention, full disk encryption, file server security, and cloud-based console. Right now, you can save 20% with this limited time offer. So you're not only getting best-in-class cloud-managed protection against advanced attacks, you're enjoying a significant discount. Not yet convinced? Don't worry. You can also get a free trial and an interactive demo at business.eset.com/radio. Get 20% off ESET's new business cybersecurity bundle, ESET Protect Advanced, at business.eset.com/radio.